I hope nothing breaks. Let's go. Trying to set if I can like lean back a little bit because I am still better than yesterday, but still not good. Cut off, welcome back. How you doing, fam? On three. Okay, how's my mic like this? Trying to like lay back because I'm having a yawning fit. And that usually means I'm not getting enough oxygen to my dome. Cut off, welcome back. Hey, how's your day going? Thank you again for that reset. Zombie, what's up, dude? Dude. Hold on. The music a little bit more. Mike's good too? Nice. Warren, how you doing? Green dick. In case, what's up, dude? Walton Wolf. Long time no see, guys. How you doing? Hope you're having an alright day. Yeah, my Pots has been very angry lately. I have not been stuck in bed lately, so they deconditioned a little bit. So if I'm like yawny and breathy, that's why. How you been? I'm okay. But actually having come to catch a stream? Hell yeah, dude. Good shit. I'm doing okay. I'm surviving. It's very potsy. And it's hard to explain if people don't know what POTS is. My blood is having a hard time getting to my upper extremities. And when you don't have enough blood to your brain, you kind of get a little... You have issues. Yeah, I'm dumber than normal. Bear with me. One of many symptoms. Doesn't sound fun, yeah. Normally, I might have to break out the compression socks. It's been a minute. I'm gonna have to be in my thigh highs again. They're not thigh highs, they're knee high compression socks. God, thigh highs would be miserable. Because my thighs are kind of thick. That would not be comfortable to put on. But yeah, I've not been as good as I should be about drinking water. My electrolytes. Have you seen the zombie stuff? No, I should probably watch the trailer today. The skull ones? I'll get the skull ones. Zombies is in beta? They're doing a beta for zombies? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. Interesting. I didn't know. I don't think they've ever done that before. How would I even... Call of Duty? Or do I have to have it? I probably have to. I haven't bought it yet. Hey, Janet. Echo, what's up, dude? Yeah, wild cheers. Yeah, I was playing with my roommate's dog the other day and I was instantly like not feeling good from trying to move around. So the socks, I know the compression socks help, but they make me feel so feminine and I don't quite like it. Could be lurking? Sounds good. You and your damn tortoises. Yeah, I'm assuming you have to have the game pre-ordered to play the beta, right? With the zombies? Yeah, the couple clips I've seen from the new season of Doctor Who were kind of good. Like, I know, listen, Doctor Who is not high class entertainment. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. Unless you have Game Pass. Oh, I don't have. I try to keep my subscriptions to a minimum. I forget things. So I'll be charged for 6 months of something I'm not using. Yeah, the only thing I play Xbox, like the only reason I have Xbox installed is Minecraft. I'm on my Minecraft phase. Lord have mercy. I do not feel good. Muskrat! Watch it. I wonder my heart rate is just sitting here. Because I feel breathy. Oh, that's kind of high. It's not as bad as I thought, considering how not good I feel. 100 beats. I think the longer I talk, the higher. 88. Okay, it went back down. Like 100 beats just talking is not fantastic. World goes down. Okay, cool. I just don't want my blood pressure to drop too low. That's when high heart rate, low blood pressure is not a good combo for staying conscious. What's your opinion on Smite/League games? I've never played them. Give an opinion. Annual 2-week Minecraft phase? Pretty much, yeah. I started a new world and everything. Finally trying to like build a castle in the mountain. Always wanted to do that, and I just have. With not. Hey Omar, Minecraft 1. I have no set that up. Dude, I feel so old. I used to play Minecraft when it was first released, so when it was out of alpha. I played the alpha too, but when it first released, so I'm like learning about all this stuff I didn't know in the new Minecraft. Like I used to be able to get diamonds around like 10 to 15. And I was digging at 10 to 15, and I'm like, where the fuck can I find diamonds? There's negatives now. And it's like negative 50 or something to get diamonds. I'm like, what the fuck? They added 50 blocks? Like 50 plus blocks? Crazy. That was like 2009. No, it was like 2011. I never knew that. Yeah, dude. I'm old. That and they added armadillos? When did they do that? I saw an armadillo. I saw like spotted dogs instead of wolves. Oh. That Minecraft server when I'm not a broke bitch. I literally bought something and it declined earlier. I had to transfer some more to my bank. Like, fuck. I thought I did the math right. I did not do it right. And the end was something special. I don't think I've ever beat pandas. I know there's pandas. There's a ton in the end. Oh, Wolverine for the first time. They're in Minecraft? Or when you went to the end? Got the long ass message for thinking. I definitely have not done that. I remember I was trying to empty out an underwater temple. I streamed that for quite a bit and I never finished it. I do remember that they added like wings. I never used them. Yeah, the underwater temples are cool. I like those a lot. I'm glad they added more like activities to do in the world. Even though a lot of it is just abandoned structures, that's good enough for me. it definitely makes the world feel more lived in. And it's so much easier to find a village. Like, a village is usually within a few chunks of where you spawn. Remember when Daima was the strongest? Yeah, now it's Nether something, right? I don't know what it's called. Exploration, which is good. Like, that's like there's definitely different kinds of Minecraft players. There's explorers, there's builders, and then there's miners. I definitely think the explorers were getting the short end of the stick for a while. We're in mud on our server right now. Yeah, man, I'm old. I'm noticing more gray hairs too. I'm not gonna dye my hair yet. Your girl's getting old. Part of it could be stress. Could be better about hand anxiety. But girl's getting old, man. Not old at all. Just 31. I know, like, I started getting grays pretty young. I'm just noticing more. And it didn't help. My family, for whatever reason, they're very, like, if they notice a gray hair, they'll pluck it. Which drives me insane. I like, snapped at my brother once. I'm like, dude, if you keep plucking my hair, I'm gonna go bald. Stop. First gray hair at 15. Oh yeah, I definitely got my first gray hair pretty young. I think that's just kind of a history. That's me. I haven't met my can't travel very easily. I literally house sat and slept in a different bed for a week, and that threw me off. Like, I felt sick for a week after. Not because I was actually sick, but my body was too much. I did see Dying Light, the Beast came out. What's up, Arctic? What's up, man? Yeah, I have to, like, remind myself, like, I know because I'm home a lot, that I kind of get in a routine. Crappy. If I get outside that routine, it's very easy for me. Warcraft 5, classic. I still think people prefer 3, right? That's like the peak of the series, people. In the kitchen, of course. Cutting out a bit? Hold on. Yeah, my mic is a little bit at an off angle. Is that better? What's up, Alec? How you doing? What's going on, Knives? Surviving, man. I will say, good news. Oh, it's not all negative. Good news. I can now bicep curl 10 pounds again without pain, which is awesome. He'll switch. So I'm back to doing 10-pound upper body exercises. Huge. I can now do full body weight squats, no problem. I just cannot do the full range of motion because of my repaired knee. So I think with a knee replacement, you won't ever fully get the same range of motion back because it just limits how much your leg can bend and straighten. So I can't squat all the way down like I can with my right leg, but my right leg is a little hypermobile. So I think I just need to kind of learn that sweet spot of like doing squats so I don't irritate that knee. But it's not painful and it's not difficult, so I might actually start doing like like holding a weight while doing the squats. So, biceps, biceps, biceps. Yeah, I'm trying to get strong again. And I definitely feel like my shoulders are getting stronger too. The front of my shoulders, so like towards my rotator cuff, has been irritated. So I really do not want to tear something there. So I'm going really slow in terms of like chest stuff. Because that's when it gets irritated, is when I'm doing like wall or counter push-ups. But my lats have been really, really good. Do you give us a boom? Oh. Every time to catch a stream. Currently recovering from surgery myself. Oh, I hope all goes well, man. All goes well. Take it easy, stay hydrated. Try to eat a little healthier than you normally would, it all helps. Gonna have the same build as your avatar soon. It'll take a couple of years for me to get the same build as my avatar. But my legs are beefy. I'm happy about that. My legs have gotten pretty strong pretty quick. So I learned a woman can only really put on a 0.5 pounds of muscle in a month. So I wonder if my legs are just soaking all that up. I'm like, does that count per muscle? Like, can I gain 0.5 per muscle? Or is that my whole body? And if that's my whole body, my legs are definitely soaking up all those stats. Like, my calves are fucking huge. Well, my right calf is fucking huge. My left calf is still pretty wimpy. But that's looking good. I'm sure it's the whole body. Yeah. That would make sense. Baby steps. I'm definitely getting enough protein because I'm definitely putting on muscle. I'm glad that my muscle is so atrophied over my entire body that even though I'm not getting a full like 150 grams of protein a day, I'm still putting on muscle. Sure, much appreciated. Every process planned out. Nice, dude. Plenty of veggies. Soups. Hell yeah, dude. Got this. Social media has actually blurred the line so much of what a good build looks like. Oh yeah, you'll see guys who are incredibly athletic and people are like mid-build. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Broken box jump like 3 feet and you're like, L physique. Like, what? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, people like, I don't like the term of like fake muscle when it comes to bodybuilders. Like their muscle, like it definitely it works, but in order to be able to do certain physical activities, you can't just like be buff. You need to be able to do that activity all the way through in order to continue to have that athleticism. So when people are surprised that a bodybuilder can't fucking jump 3 feet in the air, like, duh, they don't do it on a regular basis. Like, I'm sure if they trained that, they probably could, but they're not interested in training that. They're interested in looking as big as possible. Left calf still needs to grow. Oh yeah, it's just my left leg. That's the thing my PT told me. It's gonna take years to even out the muscle in my legs because they were so atrophied. You seen the lady that can do no hand pull-ups? Damn. How does she do that? Like just wrist? So like no grip strength? It's all muscle. It's like all bicep and shoulders. Bodybuilding is an art form, to be honest. I agree. Does it telepathically? Oh, I see. Progress make perfect. Oh, for sure. Like, I'm definitely still bummed I can't do body dips like I was last year. That, dude, because I was so... The last 10 years I've been so unathletic because of my illness. And being on crutches and a cane for so long, back and forth. That me getting my arms so strong from being in the wheelchair and being able to do dips was like such a huge boost to my pride. And then I lost it because the arthritis started attacking my arms. So I'm gonna hold on to that for a hot minute. I'm not gonna let that shit go. It's like, yeah, I was doing bodyweight dips. I couldn't walk, but I can do bodyweight dips, bitch. Your body has a natural time limit. Oh yeah, you can only put on so much muscle, especially if like testosterone helps with how much muscle you can put on. And I do have a little bit more testosterone than the average woman, but not enough to be close to how much a man produces. So it's, my body's gonna be limited to how much muscle I can put on, which is fine. It's a journey. And I'm not trying to use any steroids. I already got enough health problems. I see a lot of women on social media. I'm not hating on it. I love a woman with a lot of muscle. But you can definitely tell when a girl's been training for 5 years versus a girl who's been training for like 2 and who's had a little boost. All good. The only time I have a big problem with steroids is when people get freakish with it. They're like 300 pounds of solid muscle and they're like struggling to breathe. Like, we don't see a problem here. It's one thing if you're like on the pro level doing that. That's just kind of what you have to do if you want to be Mr. Olympia. But if you're just a 22-year-old doing that for funsies, brother, your heart's gonna explode. Girls gotta do what they gotta do for sure. Yeah, steroids are just such a low-sum game. Like, yes, the short-term benefits are huge for muscle growth, but you're opening Pandora's box. It's not if, it's when you're gonna start developing health issues from them. And again, it causes a lot of body dysmorphia where people think the only way they can get a even remotely good build is if they do steroids, which isn't the case. It's just time. I think some of the best physiques you can get, it's just because you've been in the gym for 5 to 10 years, not because you're doing steroids. It is years and years of hitting your protein and macronutrients, micronutrients, and going to the gym. Bugging every week. This is your own journey for sure. I can, like, my big thing right now is, again, I want to get my arms stronger and I want to try to keep conditioning my body so I can tolerate walking more and more. Like right now, it's not my legs that are the problem with walking, it's my POTS. So again, how do I explain POTS to people? My body, you know how you have automatic functions like your breathing and shit? My body, for whatever reason, that automatic system is malfunctioning. So when I go from laying down to sitting up to standing, my heart rate increases more than 30 beats. Which is, it does not feel good. Normally that should be like 10 beats and it should adjust really quickly. And a part of that too is you decondition really quickly. So if you are like someone who is an athlete and you stopped working out for 6 months, you would decondition. For me, it takes a week for my heart to decondition. So I pretty much go back to square one with my heart rate spiking for no reason, just from standing or walking. So I'm trying to walk enough that I am continuing to not only maintain my level of walking, but slowly increase it so I can walk for like 2 hours. That's the goal eventually. Right now I can do about 45 minutes before my heart rate starts going crazy. Even then it stays between like 100 and 130 in that time period, but right around 45 minutes my heart rate spikes to like 150. With no discernible effort increase. It's just my body's not having a good time regulating it at that point. So with that, staying hydrated helps because it increases my blood volume, so there's more blood going around to get oxygen. And wearing the damn compression socks, which is annoying, but it helps. Can't wait to run there. I can't. That's the one thing I can't do. I'm not allowed to run. It wears out my knee too fast. Like, I can run if there's an emergency. Like, my doctor's like, if something's happening, you can run. But you should not run because it's going to wear out your knee faster. We want this knee to last 30 years. And running would go through it faster. Cyberpunk knee? Hell yeah, dude. Sign me up. Damn slow and steady, especially with pots. I'll cheer you on from the sidelines, Omar. Yeah, it's not a fun illness to deal with. I've seen, so like with pots, you can have full body compression. I've seen a few people do that. I would be so claustrophobic doing that. The only thing I've been able to tolerate long term is the socks. I've tried the ab binder. I hated it. I fucking hated it. Love compression gear. I haven't tried the arm ones though. I think the arm ones might help me a little bit. Do you use stuff that's lighter on your joints? Yeah, so I can do bike, I can do walking, I can swim. Those are all great cardio options for me. I just can't run or do like high impact, so jumping, quick. I can't do martial arts because it's like explosive movements. So. Whenever I work out, I usually hear I have compression. Oh yeah, and I think if you're over the age of 25 and you're on your feet all day, compression socks are great. They help from the blood pooling in your legs all day from standing all day or sitting all day. Never worn compression socks. Mine are like, compression socks are usually at least to your calf. Because it's trying to keep the main use is just to prevent swelling for a lot of people, but for me it's to help the blood vessels in circulation. Stationary bike, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I've talked about this in the past. I know there are ways to hook up a stationary bike to a stream or to your computer. I think that'd be super fun. Having like a VTuber model with a bike and singing that up to an actual stationary bike and just doing exercise streams. That, and I eventually want to get the, what are they called? There's Jelly Mocap. I forget the full name of them. But apparently these days you don't even need a VR headset to do motion capture. You can just use trackers. So I can do like my normal workouts on stream in like VR chat without a headset. I've been doing some running. Fortunately, it's slow progress due to leg hurt. Yeah, a big thing with running, if you're getting started, you gotta make sure you're good on your electrolytes. Because people cramp really easily, and you gotta stretch, man. Run to the doctor, see what's wrong. That's good. Hopefully it's something short term. Right up Mount Chiliad? Yeah, okay. I guess you want me to die. Got a VR workout app. It's actually really fun. That's like the main reason I like the main reasons I wanted to get VR headset is so one, I could do like the boxing games in VR. And two, so I can lay down in bed when I'm having a really bad just either pain day or energy day and like use the headset. But for whatever reason, the headset was really bad about maintaining that position. Normally it wants you to like be in the middle of your room looking at a certain direction. So it would reset. I would have to like click and drag it so I can view it from my bed laying down and it would reset super fast. And I used to get such bad migraines within like 10 minutes. I'm not good with wearing hats, so I shouldn't have been surprised with the VR headset. Yeah, my brother too. My brother's like, there's no way you're gonna be able to wear that. He knows. Damn, I just got a cramp in my arm from doing nothing. That's fun. I heard of Teardown. What was that? VR raising. I'm sure you got a— Damn! I just pulled a chunk of hair out. Uh-oh. I don't need a hair loss arc at this point, please. That's kind of scary how easily that came out. People are selling their Oculus Quest headsets for really cheap now. Yeah, that's been out for a minute. Yeah, unfortunately one of my medications can cause hair loss. Hopefully that was just like a little bit of hair that was already loose. Probably need a custom headband. Probably. I really do think that VR will be in its final form once it fits in glasses. Like once it's about like twice the weight of a normal pair of glasses, but has the form factor of a pair of glasses, I think that's when VR will explode. It was nice throwing your hair, Tina. No, dude, it's already thinned out so much over the years from this fucking medication. I don't have the head to go bald, man. I'm buying wigs. I don't give a fuck. I don't got the head shape for being bald. Turkey trip when? Brother. This medication wouldn't just give me male pattern baldness. It would make me go fully bald. What hair are they gonna transfer? Gonna be looking like fucking Charlie Brown. Got 3 wisps of hair. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think I'll just stick to playing VR games and in just monitor mode and just not use a headset. I unfortunately am too fragile of a person to be doing all that. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't jealous of all the streamers doing cool shit with their tech. Throw me a random question? I don't know. Ooh. Excuse me. Voice crack. Why is my voice cracking? What is happening? I don't know, Omar. What are you ordering today? What takeout is on the menu? Just had pizza? Nice, dude. Nice. God, pizza's so delicious. I just wish it didn't absolutely rock my stomach. Going through second puberty? Fucking hope not. My voice is deep enough as it is, don't you think, chat? Donald says it can't eat it. I don't even know how deep up my voice can go. I would have to like do voice training to see how deep my voice can go. Like I only sound like this today because I'm low energy. Like I'm literally like reclining in my office chair with my feet up and I still feel like shit. Is what it is. Yeah, I don't know when I'll do another movie night on Discord. We'll see. But how you doing, Shadowj? Wait, what? Have you played Skate yet? No, not yet. Real voice reveal. You caught me. I'm not as bubbly as I present myself. Most of the time, this is how my voice sounds. I definitely ham it up for content a little bit. I don't know. I still like when I hang out with my friends too. My voice goes a little higher. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I moved my mic away this time. I can imagine someone saying to you, it's because you spent all that time on that damn phone. Oh yeah, I've had people tell me I look at screens too much. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I can't hold a book up. I guess I can listen to audiobooks. I do that all the time. I can't hold a book up long enough to read it, dude. The only book I can read is like a manga, because it's only an hour. And then I'm done. But even then, I have to like... So in order for me to read a manga, this is dead ass. This is dead ass what I have to do. I have to lay on my side so that the book is still on my bed and using one arm to open it. And then I have to roll over every like 10 minutes because my arm gives out. Got the cute sneeze. It depends on the day. Sometimes I got one of those shout sneezes. I've definitely done it before on stream. Reading JoJo. Nice. The one I'm reading right now is I'm rereading Full Metal. And she likes to cook, she likes to eat, which is like a cute little Yuri romance. Very tame, very like nothing is happening. It's just like I just got to the part where they confess that they like each other. It's literally been, it's like the 4th volume and they're finally like, oh my god, I kind of like you. Do you like me? Oh my god, I like you too. And it's so cute. That's my favorite kind of romance. I'm not really big on the smut romance books. I'm not a prude. Listen, I'm not judging you if you like smutty books. I just find it a little jarring. My brain is so used to like, there's everyday romance and then there's porn. It's weird that people are comfortable being like, yeah, this is my favorite spicy novel. He tied her to the ceiling, it was so hot. Like, whoa, what are we doing? You're just talking about this shit on TikTok like it's like no thing? Run to your local Barnes and Nobles, ladies. Like, oh my god. Oh yeah, I think it's just a man sneeze, like a dad sneeze specifically. The dad sneeze and the fucking whenever a dad clears his throat in the morning is so gross. I have 5 with romance when something like Inuyasha. Yes, the slow burn, bro. Ugh, I love a good slow burn, like a little bit, not enemies to lovers, but like there's a little bit of bullying, right? They kind of give each other shit. I like that. I like when two people can like give and take, and like when they overstep, they kind of step back and apologize. That's probably why I like getting bullied a little bit by women. It's give and take, man. It's give and take. 'Cause, like, I don't know, I feel 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 like, I don't seeing ladies reading straight smut while on the train. Nice. I think that's crazy work, but that would be the equivalent of a dude watching a porn video on the train. I find that so strange, but whatever. Need the build up to make it that much harder. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't like I don't mind like immediate infatuation with each other, but instantly falling in love is very Disney. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm not trying to yuck anyone's young. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't really give a shit. Not hurting anyone, everyone's consenting adults. Do your thing. Tit for tat versus tits for tats. I'll see myself out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What is wrong with you? You trying to steal Yellow's spot? You trying to steal his groove, man? Not cool. Not cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just getting through Lord of the Rings too. I was listening to the audiobook because it was available for my local library. And I'm kind of surprised because I watched the movies. I never read the books. I'm surprised at how much yapping there is. Like, it's very, very yappy in the beginning. Enjoy your lick. On the topic of WLW, are you excited for Hades 2? Absolutely. Yeah, Tolkien's very yappy. Which is, it's a book. Obviously, there's gonna be some yapping, but I definitely have to remember, like, you know how 90s movies are a lot slower, and even 70s movies are a lot slower than 90s movies, and like modern movies are really fast? I have to remember that for books too. Like, the older the book, the kind of more slowly it gets into that world. Versus a lot of modern stuff is very fast. It's not even like Gandalf yapping, so it's a lot of exposition. It's a lot of like world building, which should make sense. It's fucking Lord of the Rings, but it's a lot of like, the hobbits have existed for this long in this area, and there's 3 different subspecies of hobbits, and then there's this many species of dwarves, and they were here first, and now they're here. No one's seen them for a couple hundred years, but they hang out with the hobbits sometimes. And there's elves, but no one really likes the elves. They're over there, and they're the shoe. It's a lot of that. And then there's like I've maybe read like a page of dialogue in total. There's not much dialogue at all. It's mostly exposition at the part I'm at. Gotta go, no worries, dude. Like, I wouldn't mind if it was the characters yapping, but it's just Tolkien going on about, okay, here's my autistic hyperfixation. Based on everything I know about Tolkien, you can't tell me that man wasn't autistic. And I'm pretty sure they didn't have Tylenol back then, so I'll be right back. Iambic. For the follower. Announcement. It must be the acetaminophen. Someone made a TikTok saying putting Tylenol in my wife's, or giving my wife Tylenol so I have someone to build Legos with while she's pregnant. It's just yikes, man. What a world we live in. I saw that. It was so funny. This generation's so unserious. I saw another one saying we would, if Tylenol caused autism, we would already have high-speed rail in this country. Like, dude, a lot of autism is genetic, and a lot of people aren't willing to admit that. Like, no one wants to think Grandpappy with his 1,000 trains in his basement was an autistic. Or their grandma that had 1,500 lawn gnomes. Or those, what are those Hummel statues? Yeah, no, autism's genetic. A lot of people are probably like super mildly autistic, and people are like, why are so many people have autism now? We have better ways to screen it. And nowadays, if someone's severely autistic, they stay at home. Back in the day, if someone was severely autistic, they'd be fucking institutionalized. It's not rocket science. Because the worm said so. The almighty worm. No, dude, it's just... There was literally an ugly law for years. Like, if you were ugly, if you were overweight, if you had visible disabilities, you weren't allowed in public. You'd get ticketed. That's why you see these old-ass politicians like, I didn't see any fucking disableds when I was young. Yeah, because it was fucking illegal when you were 20 years old in fucking 1860. You fucking dinosaur. The worm has spoken. You know that man cheated on his wife like 20 times? It was like 20, it was either like 20 or 32. And he tried to say the brain worm was the reason, and that's why he shouldn't have to pay alimony. These people are terrible human beings. It's like, the fact that people would rather their kids get polio than be mildly autistic is fucking outrageous. Like, unfortunately, vaccines are struggling from success. They're so successful that people are no longer afraid of those diseases that those vaccines are made for. And it's gonna be a big problem. Guess I'll invest in those lung machines. Dude, they don't even make them anymore. Also, some people tend to think autism is Down syndrome. When people think autism, they think the non-verbal, screaming, uncontrollable child that is destroying a family's life because they cannot function, right? That's what people think of autism. That is an extreme example of autism, but it's a spectrum. Most people that you encounter who are autistic are very mildly autistic or are very good at masking. That's why people are like surprised by it. Like I would bet my bottom dollar the vast majority of high-end scientists, engineers, surgeons, doctors, like some of the top echelons of society have autism. Because they can hyper-focus on something so much that they become the best of the best within that field. They just probably are mildly autistic. A lot of people learn to mask. Yeah, it's a matter of surviving. I feel bad. You see it all the time. I see people all the time who unmask around me because they feel comfortable. Like, I love seeing them. It's adorable when they stem. I will say that. I never say anything because I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I find it so adorable when someone like has a stem moment when they're when they're really happy. Yeah, man. I grew up around, like, I have people in my family who are on the spectrum, so I'm like very comfortable communicating with them. And it's not like they don't talk a different language. I think people confuse that. People are like, "Oh, autistic people have their own language." I'm like, not really. It's more like a dialect, for lack of a better way of describing it. And it's different person to person, obviously. They tend to be a little bit more socially inept, and they tend to be a little bit more direct. That's it. Like, they'll occasionally get hyper excited about something in particular, but that's like it. Like, I feel for parents who are like single parents dealing with like a severely autistic nonverbal kid. Like, to that I absolutely have empathy for. But instead of like, oh, I don't want that to happen to my kid, can we help that person who's struggling, please? Instead of being like, oh, I don't want my kid to catch that. Like, the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot more malicious people than I initially anticipated. And it's not malicious for the sake of being malicious. It's like they're like malicious because they don't give a shit, right? It's very much, it's not my problem, go fuck yourself kind of thing, you know? I was being nice so hard to people. Because they think, a lot of people legitimately think, if it doesn't benefit me, why would I do it? Unfortunately, a lot of people have that mindset. Lack of care, lack of compassion. Like, I saw someone describe it, there are like a lot of really terrible people who are intelligent. Like, they're really intelligent and they know all the facts about like suffering and human emotion and the impact that their things are doing. They just don't care. They don't think it's a big deal. That's like the root of most human suffering is like, either I'm not taking responsibility, that's not my problem, or I just don't care. It's not like someone who's rubbing their hands together, like, that are cartoonishly evil, like, yes, more suffering. It's mostly like, I don't give a shit. That's what most evil is a complete disconnect of emotion. Oh yeah, there are some people who are cartoonishly evil, but you have to understand, like, when people think of like sociopaths and psychopaths, it's far less, they aren't smart people. Like, when I talk to therapists, they're not really worried about schizophrenics and sociopaths and psychopaths because they're not good at functioning in society. Like, there's the odd one out, like the odd serial killer. But most people with severe mental illness are not, they're not functional. And they're like, humans are very good at picking up bad vibes. So they don't get very far. Have you checked out Borderlands 4? No. Not yet. I was kind of turned off by the CEO being a jackass. I'm sure I'll check it out at some point when computers are a little bit more higher end, components are a little cheaper. I'm already looking at like finally retiring my old streaming PC because it's still running Windows 10 and I don't think it's, excuse me, new enough to update. The components are, I think, 8 or 9 years old now. So I'm gonna turn that puppy into a media server, and then I think I'm gonna get another streaming PC to fill that spot so I can record and shit. at the highest quality. The highest fidelity. Yeah, I was looking at the Fantech. There's a Fantech case that I'm really into. So the Fantech G500A? Something like that? Yeah, right now they're really the only like I'm finally when I get my next computer, when I build my next system, I'm definitely going for a little bit of a higher end motherboard. I think I made the mistake of buying a $150 motherboard with this system because it has no good USB slots. Like that's a major downside to the current motherboard I have. I have to like I use so many external devices. I have to like use an extender. I have to use a USB hub. So at some point, I think next year I'll build it. I don't think I'll make enough the rest of the year to get a system. Especially graphics cards are still crazy expensive. I think for the streaming system, it'll be like I'll probably put like a 570 or something. Maybe a 560 Ti. Just so I can have the better encoding, but I don't need it to be crazy. Will you live stream yourself building it or vlogging it? No. The only time I would do something like that is if I like had my brother build it or something. I don't want to be on camera. That's just my own personal thing. I'd have to be in a like cosplay or something. I have contemplated cosplaying as Ghost and going to a convention like incognito. Just fully covered in gear, so like not even my skin is showing. Just for funsies, but I still am not really healthy enough to do something like that. Maybe one day, but boom. Have you played the finals? I did! I love playing the heavy class in the finals. It was so fun. Is it still like, do people still play that game? Full hazmat suit. Honestly, yeah. I have a face shield. I'm not even kidding you. If I'm gonna fly on a plane, I'm gonna put on a mask and a face shield. I'm not trying to get sneezed on. Some people are fucking gross. Like the amount of people who came out on podcasts and shit like, yeah, I don't wash my hands after every time I go to the bathroom. That's so unnecessary. Pigs. Why would I wash my feet? The soap runs down my legs. I just know y'all are funky. Like, y'all are funky. Like, why would I wash my back? I can't see it. Oh my god. Brother, they're like loofahs exist. It's having a big resurgence. Some big YouTubers did videos on it. Oh, okay. Cool. I have to reinstall it. But on Helldivers, dude, I love Helldivers. It's so glitchy sometimes. People are very comfortable sharing their nastiness. Oh yeah, dude. Like, I love me a good cleaning video. But like, I like a cleaning video I will never understand. Even when I was immobile and struggling to move, I did not have food garbage on the floor. I don't understand how people have plates of rotting food on their floor. I'm like, guys, I've been so busy. My room's a mess. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? And they got like maggots and shit. I'm like, how did they get to this point? You are fully able. That's crazy. Like, I get depression. I've been so depressed that I've been ready to check out. But like, we can't be, especially if you have kids, that's unacceptable. We can't be doing that. We cannot be doing that. That or someone's like, they had like a ton of poop from their animals all over the house. Like, I get it. Animals have accidents. It is what it is. You pick it up, you clean it, you scrub the carpet. That's what you do. If you have an older dog or a sick dog, you give them a fucking diaper. Right? There are things you do to adjust. but like literally having so much shit that it like it's caked in. Sorry, gross. Like this one lady I had a porch. My apartment complex emailed me saying I have a porch inspection, and there's dog poop all over the porch. I'm like, how does this like? How do you let this happen? You shouldn't have a dog. You shouldn't, if you cannot take your dog out enough to go to the bathroom, to the point where like you have to scrub your floor and pick up what looked like weeks of dog poop. You shouldn't have that poor dog, dude. And your poor downstairs neighbor as you're like scrubbing the shit and just pushing the water off the balcony. Dude, people are fucking and they're putting this on TikTok like, oopsie daisy, guys, come with me as I clean my porch. Like, bro, that's horrific. The craziest story? I have a pretty uninteresting life. Just when I got I've stated before when I got hospitalized because I was uncontrollably fainting and throwing up after my surgery, like a week after my surgery, because my hemoglobin dropped to 8. And if you don't know, there's a saying with your hemoglobin with nurses. If a patient's hemoglobin is 7, they're trying to go to heaven. My hemoglobin was 8. So my body was like not shutting down, but it was like my body was like in panic mode. 8, yeah. My hemoglobin dropped to 8. And I was like feeling really shitty, but it got to the point where if I tried to transfer from my wheelchair to a chair or to the car, I would start passing out. So that's why I got hospitalized after my surgery. You know, Zatang for real? Oh yeah. Fighting demons. Oh yeah, dude. So I've explained this story before, but the week after my surgery is pretty painful, but I was trying to push through the pain and the exhaustion. I was telling my roommates, like, I've never been so exhausted in my life. Like, I feel like I'm starting to like almost get confused. Like my brain isn't working. Like, you just had surgery. This is really traumatic. Like, you already have a lot of health issues. So like, it's going to be rough. And I was trying to do my exercises every day, like the PT, because I know a big problem with knee replacements is you have to break up the scar tissue. So I'm like, I feel so sick, I can't sit up, but I'm like, I have to go to PT. So I was having my brother take me to PT in the wheelchair, and just transferring into the car made me start passing out. And I panicked so bad, I was just like asking my brother for help. He's like, I'm taking you to the emergency room. And fucking puking my brains out. Luckily I had one of those portable barf bags. So I didn't puke everywhere in my car. But instead he took me to the urgent care, thinking, oh, maybe they'll just like give her IV fluids to help her from passing out. So I go to the urgent care, still feeling like shit, but I haven't passed out. So I'm like, okay. They take me in the back, and I tell the nurse, like, I'm kind of already out of it, not passing out, but out of it. And I'm telling the nurse, like, yeah, I've been throwing up and passing out, and I feel terrible, and I just had my knee replaced. And immediately they think blood clot. Because you don't... a big thing they worry about after a major surgery is a pulmonary embolism. So right away they're like, oh my god, she's passing out and throwing up. Why didn't you take her to the hospital? And I immediately pass out. Like, as she's like trying to get my vitals. Like, I don't even remember the blood pressure cuff. And I don't really remember, because I was on one side of I was on the left side of the urgent care, and I have like flashes of memory of like talking. Apparently at one point I got slapped. Like, they tried to slap me awake, and I don't remember that at all. They tried doing chest rubs, didn't bring me back. But I was just like in and out, but I don't remember most of the in and out. Apparently I was talking to them when I was in and out, but I don't remember it. At one point while I was semi-conscious, I do remember saying, lay me down, because the reason I'm passing out is because my blood pressure is dropping too low and my heart can't get the blood to my brain. And I do remember, like, I like teleported. That's what it felt like. I felt like I teleported across the urgent care to the other side of the urgent care because they got me in a bigger room because they're full panic mode at this point. They think I'm dying. And I remember 2 guys picking me up, like, on each side to get me up so they wouldn't fuck up my leg, and putting me on the table and passing out again. I don't remember anything else. I guess they were trying to get vitals again. And then after being laid down for like a minute, I woke up to throwing up. That's throwing up didn't wake me up. The poor nurse grabbing my head and yanking it to the side so I wouldn't aspirate is what woke me up. And the first thing I said was, "I'm sorry." As because I fucking full on threw up. And this poor nurse is like, "You're fine, it's fine." As he's like freaking out. And after that, I was fully awake. Like, the laying down stabilized me so that my blood pressure would stabilize enough that I felt totally fine after that. Like, still tired and still like not feeling good, but not in and out passing out. And this poor nurse is like leaning up because I had a protein shake at the time I was trying to chug water and protein shakes because I couldn't really eat because I was so exhausted. And it was just protein shake on the floor. This poor nurse is like cleaning it up, and like right away I'm talking normally and everything's fine. And the doctor's like, "What the fuck?" Because again, they're thinking like, this is DEF CON. This girl is dying right now. But I was just having a severe POTS episode from my hemoglobin being so low. My body was just not able to get the blood to my brain. And that's what happens when someone has like a very severe fainting episode, is they start throwing up and passing out and sweating, and just at the time they didn't know I just had surgery, so they're like, "She must be dying, blood clot, pulmonary embolism." And they gave me a shot in my thigh because they didn't have an IV to give me like IV Zofran, so they gave me a shot in the leg to stop the vomiting just in case, because they don't want me to throw up again on their floor. And they're like, "You need to go to the hospital. Either way, you're severely dehydrated." Because we couldn't get a vein. You're like, "You're severely at the very least, you're so dehydrated, you're like passing out from that." So they're like, "You're not getting in a car. We're calling an ambulance, and they're just gonna drive you to the hospital. It's not far." And that was the first time I was in an ambulance, and everyone was very nice, and I felt very bad. I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I feel fine now, but like, I probably should still go to the hospital." They're like, "Yeah, your blood pressure is still really low, so we're gonna take you." And once I was in the ER, they got me right in a room because again, my blood pressure was still pretty low. It stabilized, and then they're like, I was telling them like, "Hey, listen, I know I'm stable now, but something's very wrong. Like, I don't feel like this normally. So like, can we do some blood tests? I had surgery a week ago." They're like, "Oh, of course, yeah. Your hemoglobin's 8. That's enough to hospitalize you. So we're gonna hospitalize you and just make sure. Also, your heart rate when you're standing is like 150. Have you had any like EKG?" They did that too. They immediately did EKG because my heart rate kept going up crazy high. Not like 200, but like 150, which is not enough to cause like medical intervention, but high enough that they're concerned. And then, yeah, I was hospitalized for a week, and then I had a blood transfusion, and my hemoglobin went back up to like 9 or 11. I forget. They're like, "You're good. It's not dropping anymore." And then my heart rate, so they hooked me up to a heart monitor and a bed alarm, because every time I tried to stand up, my heart rate was over 150. Or like 140 to 150 within a minute. And they're like, "You just had a major knee replacement. You already can't walk, and your heart rate's getting to the point where it's making you pass out. We can't let you stand up by yourself." So after about a week of that, they're like, we don't think you should go home yet, but you're not in critical condition, so we're recommending rehab so you can still continue to do your physical therapy, but like in a safe environment, so you don't end up in the hospital because you like fall or something. So I went to a rehab place. Very nice place. I was the youngest one there by far. Because everyone else in there, like our long-term rehab is like for people who have strokes or like brain injuries or major car accident. And again, bed alarm. I wasn't allowed to get up by myself. And I was there for like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And it's just a little bit of PT every day to slowly get my heart rate used to tolerating standing. And I only almost passed out once in rehab because they were very like on top of it. And luckily I wasn't their first POTS patient. There was another young lady who had a very similar issue where they were passing out from their heart rate getting too high. So the facility knew how to help me. And it also, again, they have people with traumatic injuries, so like their PT department was really good for getting my basic walking going after knee surgery. That's my craziest story I got for you. It's nothing super crazy, but I probably could have died if I wasn't careful at some point in there. I got very lucky with like the amount of care I was given. Made it through it. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, POTS is no joke if it's not control. I think it was just a combo of having really low hemoglobin, just getting out of surgery, which is taxing on your system by itself, so it irritates the POTS on top of it. It was just a really bad combo for me. But I'm just around a year after that since that happened, and I'm walking and doing full body weight squats, and most days I feel good. I would say a year ago, like 5 days a week I felt like shit. Now I'm like 3 to 4 days a week I feel like shit. It just depends on the week. So yeah. Good doctors are worth their weight in gold. Nurses too, man. Good nurses will never get enough credit in my mind. Good nurses and any sort of medical staff. But there you go. That was my... I won't even... Was that my most traumatic experience? It's up there. It's like top 3. It definitely, like, hindsight is like easier. It's much easier because it's been a year since it's happened, so I'm not really emotionally connected to it like I was when it happened. It was definitely scary in the moment. Of course, you don't know what's going on with you. I will never forget fucking that poor nurse having to yank my head to the side. Also, one thing I will say, I will not forgive the nurses for not telling me that I had dried up protein shake on my shirt for a day. Because again, it's an emergency situation, so they don't really give a shit that you threw up on yourself. So I'm like, yeah, can we get when I finally noticed the next morning, looking in a mirror and like brushing my teeth and shit, I'm like, oh my god, this shirt is ruined. And I remember too, I told you guys it was like one of my favorite shirts. It was like my comfort shirt. It was like, this was my I want to feel pretty shirt. And I remember picking that shirt specifically because I was having a rough day. And then I ruined it. Dude, the universe has a very brutal sense of humor sometimes. Like, that was my, like, feminine shirt. It had, it was, like, this really pretty, flower pattern on the front, like flower graphic. But you know, that is life, man. We will all eventually have some sort of life or death situation we'll have to endure, and it's just kind of how it is. We live in a world that is fortunately very good at keeping people alive, though, so don't try to worry about it too much. It's all good, man. I'm good. I survived it. I'm probably the strongest I've been in like 10 years, I want to say. Worst case scenario, Tato can sue. Oh, God. No, there was really nothing to sue over. Everything went really well. All the doctors and all the medical staff were really, really nice in the hospital. I didn't have one person that was like, even remotely problematic. Sue your body for over defamation? Yeah, potato body, man. I would, if I was born 50 years ago, I'd be dead. So like, that just shows you how much science has advanced in the last 50 years alone. It makes you like appreciate things more. I definitely think that's one thing. I've become more cynical from the things that have happened to me, but I've also become more optimistic in a weird way. I guess it just depends on certain things. That night, I definitely don't sweat the small stuff as much. I still do, like, that's very human. It's hard not to recontextualize when something like that happens. Technically still in the dark ages when it comes to nutrition. Not really. I just think nutrition education is bad. It's unfortunate how much you aren't taught in school. Like, they'll tell you about, like, carbs, protein, and fats, but they won't really tell you how much you're supposed to take depending on your height and size. But people really get sick really bad from nutrient deficiencies. They're like, oh, I'm a good weight. I don't eat a lot of junk food, and they get really sick because like they're not getting any vitamin K or they're not getting any iron. And like, people don't realize you can't really absorb iron if you're not getting enough vitamin C. So a lot of people are anemic because they're not getting enough of not even iron, but like vitamin C. Or they're really low energy because their B12 is really low. Oh. The thing that sucks too about nutritional health is like a lot of nutritional people are kind of whack jobs. like it's weird how a lot of people who are, they clearly suffer from sort of some like orthorexia, which is, it's similar to anorexia, but you don't have, you're not underweight. So orthorexia is like you are afraid to eat a lot of foods because they're considered unhealthy. So you limit your food intake to an obsessive degree. That's orthorexia. So a lot of these nutrition people will be like, don't eat seed oils. Your heart will explode. It's like, dude, the seed oils are fine. The problem most Americans have is they're just not getting enough good nutrients. That's why junk food is empty calories. It's like, it's food because it's calories, but it doesn't have any of the nutrients you need. So it's really hard to get your nutrients without overeating if you eat a lot of junk food. Like, stuff like that needs to be taught without it being like presented by a whack job. I feel mean for saying that, but again, a lot of nutrition based like TikTokers especially are fucking loony. They're like, I walk barefoot, the best way to get sun is to go out naked. It's like, okay, we've lost the plot here. We've completely lost the plot. We can eat fruits and vegetables and like have a good diet without bleaching our buttholes in the sun. We're getting a little outrageous. Or you get the carnivores. I've never felt better eating carnivore, and they chomp on a stick of butter. I'm like, well, you probably feel good going carnivore because you're just not eating processed sugar. But they think it's just because they are only eating meat that they feel good. It's like any sort of heavy elimination diet, you're probably going to eliminate that food that's making your stomach upset. That's why a lot of vegans are really happy, and a lot of carnivores are really happy because they probably got rid of a really processed food that's fucking them up. I come back and hear about something about bleaching. There's some health nuts that swear by showing your third eye to the sun, which is crazy. Like the amount of people were like, our ancestors would be the sun. I'm like, your ancestors spent the day in the shade. Like, people think because our ancestors didn't have housing and like air conditioning that they must have been baking in the sun all day. No, brother, they were probably chilling in their caves or chilling under some trees and picking berries during the day, and then like at dusk hunting. Like, the idea of like this pasty white dude sun bleaching himself because he thinks his ancestors did that is Lord have mercy. Our ancestors also didn't make it to 50. Try telling these people that. Like, the amount of parents are like, what did we do before vaccines? What happened to the babies? They lived. No, bitch, they died. Before like 1950, 50% of children died. That's why people had 15 babies, because they knew half of them were gonna fucking die before they were 3. Like, I don't think people appreciate how many humans died before 18. Like, that's why our life expectancy was so low back in the day. It wasn't because we weren't making it to 50. It's that all of the babies died. Like, over half of the babies died. So it lowered the life expectancy. But once you made it to 18, you probably made it to 50. It's just under 18 was such a vulnerable time for disease and illness. Love the idea that in 1,000 years, some people will likely be like, our ancestors worked in factory. Oh yeah, there'll be people, oh, my great-great-grandpappy worked in the coal mines and he lived to 96. Inhaling coal dust must be good for you. It's like, oh god. We're cooked. We are cooked, brother. And only recently did life expectancy increase. Again, it was like 1940s, 50s that life expectancy increased significantly for children. Again, that's why the birth rate's lower, because odds are your kids are gonna live fully functioning lives. Like, there's of course the occasional travesty that happens, but most of the time your kids are gonna be okay. That wasn't a thing. Dude, there was a thing where people wouldn't name their kids until they were a couple years old because they didn't want to waste the name. There's even times where a family had a son. They were all I forget the name, I couldn't tell you. But they all had the same name because the baby boys kept dying, so they just reused the name until one of them grew up, and then they chose a different name for the next kid. That's how prevalent death was back then, man. It's super dark. I mean, if you go to old cemeteries, most of it is kids. And they'll say consumption. And consumption was tuberculosis. It just had a different name back then. It's people don't. I think that's why history, and especially death history, is so important, because it helps you appreciate how much we've come as a society and just medical intervention. How much that's improved over the years. Like, there's a channel I've shouted out before. It's called if you look up Ask a Mortician on YouTube, it's like the History Channel, but for like death related things. So she'll talk about like tragedies that have happened. She'll talk about like different situations in which a body was like embalmed in a particular way so that it was on display for like 100 years. Like just like lots of stuff. If you have like a little bit of a more morbid curiosity about learning about death and just like how the death industry works as a whole, great channel to look at. But I've always been fascinated about history, so I think that's why I kind of flock towards channels like that. Like she did a video on God, I can't remember them. What was the pass where people got stuck in a pass and they ended up becoming cannibals? Survive. They were like traveling west. I forget. God, it's such a popular story and I can't remember the name. It was like a very, very popular thing that happened. Can't for the life of me remember. Have to go. No worries, zombie. Could not for the life of me remember. Journey to the West? No, not Journey to the West. It was like a northern expedition in the 1800s. It was an expedition. It was a group of people moving from like Boston to California, and they got stuck in some sort of the Donner Party. I think it was the Donner Party. So there was like so back then you could not travel in the winter in that area because the mountains became unpassable. So you'd have to leave at a certain time, like a certain time of the year, in order to make the cut. And they left too late. They left like 2 weeks too late, and they thought they would be fine, but they got trapped in the pass. So it was the Donner Party, and they got trapped, so they had to survive there in the winter, and people died because of exposure to the elements. And because they couldn't get food because it was the middle of winter, some people resorted to cannibalism. So again, the Donner Party is a very popular, like there's been movies about it. And people have like, it's been used as like a pop culture reference back in the day too, for like you would hear it in songs and movies and shit. So it's like a video essay on that. There was she did a video on I think it was either a soccer team or a football team that crashed in the mountains, and most of them survived, but they were stuck there for like 90 days. So they also kind of resorted to cannibalism. I know cannibalism is like two back to back, but just a lot of different things. Like she talked about the Titanic and different tragedies, but also like different political commentary for like what was the family before the Soviet Union. It was like the last royal family of Russia. She did a video on that and what probably happened to them. Was not a good story. Yeah. I actually never read Journey to the West. I know that's like, isn't that one of the oldest stories in history? Like the oldest like fictional stories. Yeah, I think so. Arctic. They're usually either that. It started with the R for sure. The Resnikovs, the Romanovs. One of those. Yeah. Did a video on that. It was told orally for a long time before it was written down. That makes sense. That, and I forget, there was like something like the Tower of Babylon too is pretty old, right? Can you, like, I can't even fathom, those are just the stories we have. There must be thousands of other stories that were just lost to time, which is insane to wrap your head around. Can you imagine the amount of bangers we're missing out on? Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Yeah, I'm a sucker for history. I used to love watching the old school Discovery Channel and History Channel. That's why writing things down is so important. For sure, but even then, Arctic, we have a problem with people don't realize. So here's an example. You know how we have a knife, a spoon, and a fork as our default cutlery? That's just what we know and what we've used for a very long time. There used to be a fourth piece of cutlery, and historians have no idea what it was. There's no record of it because it was so common that no one talked about it. No one wrote about it. It was like it's only been referenced once or twice. That's how we know that it was a thing. It was another type of eating utensil, but because it was such a like casual thing, no one recorded it in history because people thought it would exist forever. So that's a problem we have with preserving history is there's a lot of history that is just everyday monotony. And because of that, no one documents it because it's so common and so ordinary that stuff like that gets lost to history. It just gets lost to time because people expect it to be around forever and it's not. They've never found one either. They just know it could, from writing and shit that something like that existed. Things like that. And I'm sure like people will have like I'm sure in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years, if humanity is still around, our written text, most of it will not survive. Like the internet won't survive. Newspapers probably won't survive. Certain museums will have things for sure, absolutely. But there'll be something that you enjoy that will be lost to time. Like an indie game you enjoyed. People in 3,000 years won't know it existed because it was only digital and there was no way to preserve it. And just because the nature of like hard drives fail, there's no perfect way to store data forever that we've discovered yet. So that's even a problem right now with the National Archive in America. We have things we're actively trying to archive that will be lost because we archived a bunch of stuff onto tape, not knowing that tape degrades. So now, not only are we trying to go back and re-archive the stuff that's on tape and on vinyl and on CDs, we're trying to also archive things that are coming out today. So it's just stuff slips through the cracks. That's just how things get lost. That's how lost media happens. And no amount of dedicated data hoarders will ever save that. Gotta record things in the most relatable ways, Stone. I mean, even Stone's not infallible. Part of why stone is preserved so well is because it gets buried. It gets buried in like the perfect condition. Like there are parts of Pompeii that are just now getting excavated and they have paint. Like they found like the original paint colors. Like they haven't faded because it was buried perfectly. Versus being exposed to the elements like everything else. Went to the library for a microfilm. I had no idea what I was talking about. Like, isn't it something? I don't know the exact statistics, so you'll have to Google it for me. Hasn't like 90% of birds gone extinct? Something like that. It's again, that's a very exaggerated number. I'm sure it's something different, but a gigantic amount of birds in the last 30 or 40 years has gone extinct. That's horribly depressing. That's the life we live in. Hey, Pumpkiny, how you doing? Almost October. Do you have your costume ready? Not yet. Yeah. It's like I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, guys. There's no way to preserve everything. It's just physically and fiscally impossible. We can do our best. That's it. If you have something you really love and are passionate about it, fucking download a copy of it and keep it on one of your hard drives. Halloween costume time? Yeah, almost. What kind of costume would you guys want to see my VTuber as? I don't know. Maybe like a skeleton? Bro, random tangent. I'd be so mad if I was undead and came back as a skeleton. No one's made a joke about that yet, dude. Imagine you get brought back from the dead and you're an arthritic skeleton. Absolute bullshit. I'd be so mad. I'm just a skeleton and skeleton and it's arthritic. So I'm stuck. A witch. What about a werewolf would be kind of cool. It probably wouldn't be that far off from my actual model. Write a book. Sandy Cheeks? Shut up. I'd get copyright struck if I did a Sandy Cheeks outfit. Nickelodeon would flag me. I find it funny that I get called Sandy Cheeks on a regular basis. I should... Maybe I should make my fur gray to match my hair. That's starting to go numb. Sit up. Yeah, wow, we've been going for 2 hours? Holy shit. Streaming for 140 or an hour and 40 minutes. Fun fact, Mortal Kombat music is based on... It's Finnish. Interesting. Yeah, right now we're on Cyberpunk. So let me change that. Hold on. Devil May Cry. Why do I have the hiccups? All of a sudden. Hot man. Driving me nuts. My joke failed. Oh, finish him? Finish him. I get it. I get it. I thought you were giving me a fun fact. What did you have for dinner last night? Chicken nuggets and mashed potatoes and asparagus. I can't open the bottle. Let me use my tool. A true gamer diet? Shut up. I didn't want to cook. There was a vegetable on my plate. I don't want to hear it. A bitch can't have chicken nuggies? Asparagus is good. Even Brussels sprouts has gotten better. Apparently they've bred them to be less bitter. Was it Dino Nuggies? No, it was just normal chicken nuggets. Bitches love chicken nuggets, that's right. Especially with mashed potatoes. Hell yeah. I like air frying them so they're extra crispy. You still have hiccups? Nope. Your trick worked. Made me think about something else. Smart. She's cute and she's smart. Look at her go. Air fried Hot Pocket? No, I have not. I'm sure it's bussin'. Craving mashed potatoes right now? Dude, I'm gonna have some leftovers. Probably end up doing chicken nuggets and mashed potatoes again. I think I might do broccoli instead of asparagus. No, it was good. And Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. I get Chick-fil-A like once a week. Twice a week, actually. They recognize me now. Fuck. Tina? No problem. We know your order. Fuck. It's so embarrassing. I hate becoming a regular at a restaurant. Did you call me cute? I might faint. Stop. Gotta put you on poutine if you've never tried it. I'm allergic to dairy. Unless you want me to nuke a toilet, I can't have that. I'm sure it's delicious. The usual, madame. Would you like honey mustard with that? I have pots too. I fainted, Leslie. Oh my god. You missed it. I was telling my story of when I got hospitalized last year. They see you walk in and do the usual. No, bro, I go through the drive-thru. They hear my voice like, "We got it. We haven't seen you in 2 weeks. You okay?" Yeah. Dude, I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable. I don't like being perceived. I had that problem too. I've been going to the same Chinese place for like 15 years, on and off. They know me. Gone once a week. Not once a week. I've gone like a couple times a month for years. Yeah, they know me. Since I was a kid, they've known me. Basically part of the family. For real, dude. Mine's the vine where they go through the drive-thru and say, "You're..." Like the idea of chicken on you and you haven't been there in a while. There was an incident where a woman had she ordered pizza every day for like a year and she didn't order, and they sent someone to check on her and she had like fallen, so they saved her. I don't remember the details fully. It was either a woman or a dude. I don't remember. I don't know if she fell or had a heart attack, but they checked on her and they saved her because she didn't order her daily pizza. Best Chinese. Dude, I haven't gone to a Chinese buffet since COVID because people are disgusting. But I used to fuck up a Chinese buffet, man. I used to fuck that shit up. They got the best lo mein. Oh, God. I'd love a good lo mein. I gotta order Chinese tonight, guys. You got me fucked up. No, I love some chicken and broccoli, man. That's my guilty pleasure. With pork fried rice and an egg roll. I gotta eat the egg roll first. Tradition. Crab ragu. I used to love crab ragu. No, it can't. Doesn't settle with my stomach. That and wonton soup. I'll fuck up a wonton soup. Ended up a regular at my coffee shop on the way to my job. It would frequently help open up. Aww. They just call your order. Aww. If it's a faded picture, dude, if it has a 3-star rating and it's got faded pictures and there's kids sitting in one of the booths, it's about to be the best Chinese food you ever had. It's about to be the fucking bussin'. Or if you go to a Chinese buffet and a little kid takes your order, like, "What do you want to drink?" It's about to be fucking bussin'. It's so good, dude. Yeah, American Chinese food is fucking goated. You could not... I don't think I'd be willing to try British Chinese food, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I can do it, man. I don't like mushy peas. Mm-mm. 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 I'm sure at some point I'll try British food. segment cut off. What is that? You're in Florida, you know it's good if a 5-year-old's taking your order. Sounds about right. If you're getting mushy peas at a Chinese place, you've gone very wrong. Then the chicken balls? I don't understand that. I've had Chinese food chicken wings. Delicious. But chicken balls, I don't know what that is. Is it just like a chicken nugget in a ball form? Burger-shaped sushi. Ugh, I don't like sushi. I don't eat raw food. The only raw food I eat is vegetables. I don't eat raw meat, I should say. So chicken ball is just a ball of chicken nugget that's deep fried. Actual chicken meat, but it's ground chicken meat. So it's not chicken, it's not like a chicken breast, it's a chicken nugget. Chicken nuggets are real chicken, it's just ground chicken that's formed into a nugget. It's just a cooked cheeseburger in sushi form. Ooh. Raw carrots? Yeah, I eat raw carrots. The only vegetable I don't really like raw is, I don't really like peppers raw. I'd rather saute peppers before I eat them. Chunks of chicken meat. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't even really like my burgers medium rare. I've heard way too many instances of people getting parasites, man. I can't do it. It kicks into my phobia, my, like, contamination OCD. Can't do it. I'm still struggling with eating with my hands, even when I'm, like, at home. I have to, like, wash my hands a couple times before eating with my hands. Only medium rare if you grind it yourself, yeah. Amish buffet? Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I've heard of Amish people making furniture and stuff in, like, canning goods, but I've never heard of them having a buffet. That makes sense. I'm sure they're fucking goated at cooking. In Twitch subs. So it's a burger. It's like burgers, but sushi form. Yeah! FNAF pizza, spaghetti and meatballs pizza. Ugh. Yes, I get it. Meatballs are mostly, or like spaghetti is mostly tomato sauce. And meatballs go on pizza, but the noodles do not. Dang, took me to an Amish buffet. Nap time, enjoy your nap. Thanks for stopping by. It's actually pretty good, which is funny. I find that I enjoy food more if I've not had it in a while or it's a new food to me. I think I've been eating the same foods too much lately and it's really ruined my appetite. Like, I'm getting flavor fatigue really easily now. I'll come out and say it. Go ahead. Bucky's has some good barbecue. Bucky's has some good food in general, I hear. Like, normal I would not eat normal gas station food, but Bucky's has, like, a restaurant in the store. So I'd be much more willing to try it. Yeah, you're a brave cookie if you eat gas station food on a regular. Braver than me. Like, the only time I eat hot dogs, personally, like, because people eat gas station hot dogs, I only eat pigs in a blanket during the holidays. It's the only time, like, that's like a guilty pleasure of mine. Otherwise, I don't eat hot dogs. And I don't eat much. I eat, like, brown sausage. I was gonna say I don't eat sausage, but I don't eat, like, grilled sausage. I'll eat, like, breakfast sausage. I'll make, like, I'll make breakfast sandwiches, either with Normally a bagel or English muffin. I need to make a bunch and freeze them for days like this where I don't feel very good and I need food. Oh, I see. Oh, look good. That French toast looks bussin'. Dude, you gotta be careful with bacon, though. Bacon, delicious. That shit will clog your arteries faster than you can fucking think straight. Yeah, it looks good. I worked in the middle of nowhere for a week, and a gas station was the only food for like 2 hours. So I lived off that for a week. Felt terrible. Yeah, your arteries were begging for life. BLT, dude, I love a sausage, egg, and cheese, man. I don't do the cheese anymore, but the sausage, egg, and cheese, I'll fuck it up any day. I would much rather give up bacon than sausage. Like, I would, if it wasn't for sausage or pork fried rice, I could give up pork. But breakfast sausage and pork fried rice are so fucking good. It's so good, dude. Under the buffet hall, a massive gift shop. I'm hungry, please. I'm hungry too. Damn, am I really gonna get Chinese food tonight? Am I gonna do that? Just don't want to move. Food. Food. Low-key Subway sausage. I haven't had the Subway sausage. I haven't been to Subway in a minute. I get pub subs, man. The turkey and ham pub sub. Delicious. Delicious. Taco Bell. Oh, I don't think I could have Taco Bell. I think my body would reject it. I used to fuck up a chicken quesadilla when I was a teenager, though. Chicken quesadilla and a Crunchwrap Supreme. Someone said all the Taco Bell food is the same, just wrapped up differently, and I can't unsee it. It's all the same food. It's just put in a different vessel to eat it. Firehouse, dude, that was my favorite. When I used to get subs on a regular as a kid, my favorite was Firehouse. I hate Jimmy John's. Their bread sucks. I said it. I won't take it back. Jimmy John's has the worst bread in the sandwich game. Terrible. All words are the same letters put in different orders. Leave Taco Bell alone. That's fair. That's fair. Dude, I will say, I've never really liked Chipotle. I think their meat sucks. But some of these people make the most diabolical Chipotle bowls. They'll like get a Chipotle bowl with double meat, double everything. They'll go home and put queso on it, and they'll put a fuck ton of sour cream on top. And flaming hot Cheetos. Brother, what is happening? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're gonna go to the grave early doing that. The Buffalo Chicken Ranch Pub Sub. Wendy's my favorite fast food place. Wendy's, their food is good. Wendy's has some of the most inconsistent staff. You son of a bitch. I'm actually taking this seriously, Janet. Like, Wendy's is good food. But their staff can be so mean. I don't know why it's Wendy's specifically. But Wendy's has some mean people working there sometimes. I don't know why. with Janet, and I go to Wendy's when he's down here. I started to eat Mexican food because my hometown, there was a Mexican place that makes the best tacos and burritos. Oh, it's hard, man. It's hard when you've had perfection to accept anything less. Square patties are hilarious. I think it's just, they just do the square patties for storage reasons. They say, oh, it cooks better on the grill. No, it probably ships better. Like, that's why they got rid of glass soda bottles. It's lighter, so plastic ships better, probably. I can't do Firehouse because what my corporate office did to my dad. That's fair. The square patties are so dense. You've never had White Castle, have you, Janet? I feel like that's a very American thing. White Castle's pretty good. It'll fuck up your stomach, though. White Castle's notorious for sliders. So people are like, oh, it's a slider, so I can have 15 of them. No. Just because they're sliders doesn't mean you can have 15 of them, Jerry. Jesus. No wonder you're going to the bathroom so much. I guess beer's the last bastion of glass bottles. Yeah, even Snapple in plastic. Yeah. Beer and wine. Mexican place my family used to go to. They call them the Castle Squirts. Oh, good. Oh, dude. You know what's a great movie to watch when you're stoned? Harold and Kumar. That whole movie is them getting stoned and trying to get to a White Castle. So fucking funny, dude. That's a movie I can genuinely get stoned to and laugh the entire time. It's fucking hilarious. I have not been able to replicate that with any other, like, stoner movie. Even the second one, I didn't really like the second one. Dairy Queen, dude, I used to fucking love Dairy Queen! My dad, when we were kids, we would, like, that was, like, our special thing. It was either Chinese buffet, or we'd get Dairy Queen and go to a movie rental place and either get a game or... No, we'd get both. We'd get a game and a movie. So Dairy Queen is like a very core memory for me. I'd just get the vanilla cone with a chocolate dip. That was my shit, dude. Dairy Queens, they were always fucking freezing. Which makes sense, it's an ice cream place, but... Sweet tomatoes. Yeah, now Dairy Queen does food, right? They don't just do ice cream. Blasphemy. Heading to bed. No worries, dude. Sleep well, Janet. Yeah, I fucking love the chocolate dip. I don't do ice cream anymore because I'm allergic to dairy. I'll occasionally get the dairy-free ice cream. But in order to make it palpable, they just add a bunch of sugar to it. And ice cream's already very sugary, so... It's just diabetes waiting to happen. Diabeto. I'm trying to think of other foods. I'm definitely getting Chinese tonight. You guys have convinced me. You've convinced me. I'll do it. Yeah, but tomorrow I'll probably stream, because Hades 2 comes out tomorrow. Hey, Luna. I used to go to church, next to it was an A&W, and Long John Silver's mixed. I love those combo places. Now should I get Chinese or you'll make me mad hungry? Do it. Do it. Be a fat ass with us. Do it. Dairy Queen was the coldest at -2. It makes sense. Again, Dairy Queens are fucking freezing. Yeah, that's the only place I would regularly get cold going to is Dairy Queen and the movie theater. I always bring a jacket to the movie theater. Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC mixed into one. Jesus. Movie theater AC hits different. Dude, especially in the summer, it's fucking icy. They're trying to kill somebody. They're trying to kill Granny. Like, I sit in the disability seatings a lot because I can't really do stairs all that well still. And I can't tell you the amount of times I've been sitting next to a little old lady with her blanket. It's so cute. Because I also like going on Tuesdays because it's half off Tuesdays. And that's when the seniors also go because it's cheaper. So I got my big old jacket and they got their blanket. Half off Tuesdays, man. Everything's so expensive. How am I not gonna go to half off Tuesdays? I think all the movie theaters are half off Tuesdays. For tickets anyway. I don't think, oh no, food's discounted too. I don't think it's half off, but the food is discounted as well. Used to see the movies every day on Tuesday with my dad. Aww. I can't justify movies anymore, to be honest. I was a pirate a lot of stuff. Fair. Yeah, no. The movie theaters are an experience. I cannot justify going to a premiere weekend though. 1, too crowded. I don't like crowds. And 2, I'm not paying $30 for a IMAX ticket. You're out of your fucking mind. It wasn't IMAX, it was whatever the proprietary IMAX for that theater was. It was like fucking $25 plus tax. No. I will come back in a month when no one is watching this movie and I'll go in one of the little shitty theaters you have in the back and I'll give you $8. Don't get me wrong, I like the experience. Last one I saw with my friend was FNAF. Yeah, that was probably hilarious too. I literally had a dude say, "You said the line" when Matt Pat showed up. That's funny. 40X. I think I've gone to one of those. I went to, I think it was a My Hero 40X movie with a friend. It's too much. Like 40X makes sense because that technology's been around for a long time in theme parks. But those rides are like 10 minutes. That's the sweet spot for that experience. You get shaken up a lot, they spray, like they do the smoke and shit. An hour and a half of that is nauseating after a while. Like I legitimately have to get up sometimes because it shakes me up too much. I wait till there's like a little bit of a lull and I get my ass up so I don't get shaken up. Watches for Alien Romulus? Nice. Saw the My Hero movie eating Dragon Ball themed ramen. Nice. Yikes. No, I've not seen that. I'm gonna need that Triple D movie experience. Diners, drive-ins, and dives, baby. I love me a good diner, though. They're kind of a lost art. Diners are something else, man. Especially when there's like a middle-aged smoker as your waitress. Chef's kiss. Guys still got frosted tips. It always surprises me how people are like, why does he still dress like that? At some point in your life, you're gonna find a style that you feel like you look best in, even though it's like an outdated style, and you're gonna wear it forever. That's just what happens. That's why your grandpappy looked like he was from the 1940s. When he was a little kid, When he was a 25-year-old, he looked like a fucking boss in that outfit. And he said, I'm never changing this outfit. I'm never changing this style. That's why people get stuck in certain styles now. Rude. Jackass. God, there's too many dicks in Jackass. Can't do it. Like, I don't want to see that shit, man. Looks like a boss, let's be real. Remember when, what's it called, had, frosted tips? Justin Timberlake? Like, mean? No, dicks is in penises. Yes, you, like, Jackass will show, penises. In the unrated version. They will show, like, they're getting hit in the dick and shit, you know? Or they'll show buttholes, because they're doing something stupid. It is literally stoner humor. It is literally dumb stoner dudes doing stupid shit. I slammed my penis in the car door. That was a good meme. The Daffy Duck penis. Watch Borat for the first time. Never seen it. The new one has too much. Oh yeah, I watched it with my dad. Tried to take me to see the Jackass, the fifth one, I think. This was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and he walked out because it was immediately penis. You're like, this is ridiculous. Immediately, because I grew up watching the Jackass movies with my brother and my dad. And the first one wasn't as bad. Like, there's definitely some lewd stuff in it. But the new one, it was immediately dick. Dude, roll the tire down out naked. Yeah, that's the shit they do. Intro was a dick thing. And 4 to 5 other dick things. Yeah, it's weird. The amount of men who are like weirdly homoerotic and they're like, they swear they're straight and they're like, are you sure about that? You certainly make a lot of, you know, you want to do a lot of stunts naked. Weird. Around a bunch of other men and a camera. It's just an observation. Just an observation. Oh yeah, it's the whole album. Yeah, I have the CD for this album. That and what's that Linkin Park album? Metro something? It's not homosexual teen, it's a homosexual. I see. Puts away picture of Ryan Reynolds. Why Ryan Reynolds? I'll never understand that. Is it like the he makes me laugh meme? He makes me laugh. Yeah. Yeah, no dude, can't do it. I don't like men. This is what it is. See, if you said Ryan Gosling, I'd get it. No, he's hot. You think Ryan? I don't think Ryan Reynolds is hot. But I am gay, so I can't tell you. He's hot and funny. Really? You guys think he's hot? I'm trying to think of like an objectively hot man. Like Jason Momoa is objectively hot, right? I feel like that's an example of someone you like everyone in the room's like, yeah, no, he's hot, even though like they're not attracted to him specifically. Not super hot. Really? With a beard he's hot? Interesting. I find it funny when people are like, what they find hot. Debating on switching sides. Henry Cavill's hot. See, I don't see it. Like, I get like, he's got like the square jaw and muscles and the blue eyes, but I don't see him as attractive, but I can see why people see him as attractive. You know what I mean? He's almost like caricature levels of masculine. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put it. It's like almost, it's too much, right? But I also find a lot of like really thin women, I don't find them attractive. Like I don't like 2000 skinny. I find that very unattractive. I like women with meat on them. I like you gotta have a little bit of muscle or a little bit of chub, man. Fan of you, Squirrel Girl? I can see Squirrel Girl. I do wish she was chubby. Dude, chubby is underrated, man, I'm telling you. A little bit of belly? Underrated. You know they're toasty. No, me, yeah, no, I'm not trying to hit bone, you know what I mean? You're too skinny. And my brain immediately, when it sees a very skinny woman, my brain immediately associates that. The only people I see that skinny on a regular is like teenage girls. My brain immediately is like, nope. Nope, you're too thin for me. No, thank you. My brain immediately is like repulsed by it. And there are guys who are like, oh, if she's over 120 pounds, I don't want her. Like, dude. If she's under 120 pounds, she's probably 4'11". That's the only time I can see someone being under 120 pounds and not being anorexic. I don't get that, man. Not the Minecraft skeleton noises. Ugh. Oh, man. Eat some cushion. Listen, I like biddies, man. And if someone's super skinny, they probably don't got biddies. That's just, it is what it is. That's the reality. Like biddies, I like butts, I like thighs. But what kills me is people like Squirrel Girl, but expect her to have a flat stomach. I'm sorry. There are very few women on this planet that look like Squirrel Girl with a flat stomach. Most people who have that Squirrel Girl build got a belly. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not attractive. I'm just telling you information. I'm giving you facts. That is just a little bit unrealistic, which is fine. It's a video game. I don't understand the belly hate. People just have fat phobia, unfortunately. Having tits because you're fat is like saying you have a fast car going downhill. No, I disagree. Like if you're really big, sure. But in order to have a chest, you need to have body fat. And if you're super skinny, you're not gonna have a chest. You're gonna have A cups. Or you've had implants. And I think that's kind of ruined people's perspective. You're not a size 2 with double D's. That's like not happening. Sometimes, in very rare situations, if they've already had kids, that's possible. But most of the time, if women are that thin, they have breast implants, my friend. You cannot have a 10% body fat as a woman and have a chest. You're gonna have breast implants. So people are like, oh, you only have tits because you're fat. It's like, not always. A lot of those tits aren't real. And again, I don't hate fake tits. I don't mind. It's fine. But I think people have a little bit of a... Because plastic surgery has just gotten so good these days, people can't tell. A lot of people can't tell. Stretch marks? Oh yeah. Something like over... Like, most women have stretch marks. That's just how you grow. Like, that's how women grow. I love all boobs. My A cup angels, my B cup beauties, my C cup cute. I can't with you. A cup angels? What is wrong with you? Yeah, most people have stretch marks. That's just, you have a growth spurt. Or if you've ever gained weight from like, you can gain weight in any way, from muscle, from fat, you're gonna get stretch marks. And they fade. Hips, yeah. I got them on my hips and my chest. Even on my knee, my bad knee, the swelling got so bad so fast, I have stretch marks on that knee. Let me see, have they faded? Probably. Oh yeah, no, they're there. I just don't, I notice the scar more than the stretch marks now, but I definitely have stretch marks on it. That's such a strange thing. My knee got so swollen it gave me stretch marks. Your knee was crazy swollen. It was crazy swollen. Dude, my knee was bone on bone. It was like knee. I should have had a knee replacement at 20. That's how bad my knee was. So imagine that level of swelling for 10 years. It just kept getting slowly and slowly worse until it reached a precipice. And some people have worse collagen production. So the reason I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you get stretch marks because your body can't keep up with the collagen production. So I think some people are more predisposed to stretch marks. Throw away the whole leg? No, I don't. Stretch marks don't bother me. Even the scar doesn't bother me. The scar is a little bit worse at the top. Like it's almost like a keloid scar. The rest of the scar looks great, but I think because that's where they like finished like and tied off the stitches, so that part of the scar is a little thicker. Quarter's overall health take on health is delusional. Oh, I could have told you that. I think a lot of people are delusional about health in general. They think because they can look up a research paper and pick up what they want, they know what doctors know. I think people, in not just medical, in all aspects of life, severely overestimate their abilities. Like, you know, fake it till you make it. Have confidence in yourself. But some of y'all are so confident. The amount of dudes like, I can land a plane. I can land a 747. I don't think you could. I think you could try. I don't think most men could. But nearly every man I've asked, like, if I got instructions, I could do it. I don't think you could. But hey man, I'm gonna try. I got this. Like, I respect it. If no one else gonna do it, I respect you for trying, but okay. I guess stretch marks I've only noticed since I've started losing weight. Probably because you're just looking at your body more in general. I think when a lot of people gain weight, they don't want to look at themselves in the mirror, so they just don't really notice. But once you're starting to lose weight, then you're like, you're admiring your progress, and then that's when you notice it. Most men can't parallel park, let alone fucking land a 747. Like, the amount of men who talk shit about women who can't park? No, motherfucker, a lot of people can't fucking park. It's not just women. Especially when you fuckers have those big-ass pickup trucks. Like, y'all can't park. You're killing me. Cute photo of some deer in my hotel room. I landed a plane in GTA. Checkmate. You got me. Got him. Oh, it's a mama and a baby. Can't parallel park to save my life. Most people don't have to. I found at my old truck graduation day parking, so I park as far away as possible since. There you go. It's good exercise. Get some steps in. I will never understand able-bodied people parking as close as possible to a building. Because I've been disabled. I've been so profoundly disabled I needed help getting out of the car. I will never understand someone being fully able and just hopping on out the first parking space they find because they can't walk 10 feet. That drives me crazy. Drives me nuts, bro. Sit down for a living, I need it. Oh yeah. Even just increasing your steps from like 2,000 to 5,000, it decreases your mortality rate, I think, by 25%, which is insane. Just that act of, it's probably, part of it is you're getting a little cardio. Not much, but a tiny bit of cardio. But you're also maintaining your leg muscles, which is huge. I also learned the other day the amount of people who can't jump is really concerning. You should be able to jump. You should be able to full sprint if you need to. There's a lot of things you should be able to do. You should be able to lift your body weight. Like, it maybe not your full body weight. You should probably be able to lift 75% of your body weight at any given time. These are just like markers of a healthy person. Get my ass back in the gym Friday. There you go, dude. Stairmaster. I used to be able to do Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Damn, you were fucking crazy with it. I think the most I ever did with the stair, even when I was fit, I did maybe 15 minutes on the Stairmaster and I was fucking dying. I used to do the elliptical. That was my go-to. I used to do the elliptical for 30 minutes, no problem. Parallel park to school bus. Nice, dude. In a city street, no less? That's impressive. I hate the motherfuckers who parallel park by fucking tapping both cars. That drives me bonkers. The only way they know how to parallel park is they tap the car behind them and they tap the car in front of them. You fucking suck. You're the worst. You have bumpers for a reason. Shut up. You fucking bastard. People do that, dude. You got bumpers for a reason. Oof. Only tapping it. Mm-mm. I didn't know people fucking did that. Dude, some people go through life clueless. Truly. Truly clueless. Like, I'm not a smart person. But you really underestimate how many stupid people there are. Throwing hands at someone who does that. Dude, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm just tapping it, bro. It's me, I'm the clueless dumbass. No. God damn. You're already smarter than a lot of Gen Z kids. They can't read. the 10-year-old Gen Z kids can't read. So you're already ahead of the curve, honestly. I don't underestimate it. I worked retail. I think every human being should work retail at least 2 years. Everyone should work retail, and everyone should be wait staff. I honestly think being a waiter would probably be worse than retail. I've done a little retail. I've never been a waiter. It seems like a more miserable experience. 2 fucking years is a long time. They need to learn how to be respectful. Some people don't learn. Pretty damn bad for my experience. Retail is worse. Really? Interesting. I hurts my soul to hear. By 10 I was reading 300 to 400 page papers. Or page books. Yeah. I was reading books like that in middle school. No man, they can't read. Like there's a lot of teachers on TikTok talking about how like their third graders, some of their third graders aren't potty trained. Which is insane. Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. The amount of parents who just throw an iPad in front of their kids and like, oh, they'll figure it out. No, you have to talk to your kids. These are like, I remember, because I was dyslexic, so I had it more. But I remember my parents reading to me as a kid. That you have to do that. When you have kids, you have to sit and like read with them. You have to sound it out. You have to teach them things. It's not gonna fucking... They're not gonna learn it by themselves. Don't despair. I'll do my best. Did you finish the pilot? I bought an autograph poster. I'm so excited. I love Frankie. She's so cute. My dad still brings up to my brother, 30. Oh, he used to complain to his dad that he'd never read. Aww. I did finish it. You're adorable for getting a side post. It's so cute! I haven't had like a hyperfixation like this in a long time. So I'm all excited. That and I got a little Frankie plushie. I'm excited. I love her voice. I love her character design. She's a cinnamon roll. She's muscular and chunky. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Sign me up. Wonder who your favorite character is. Of all time or just in the Knights of Guinevere pilot? Frankie. She's so cute. Have you watched the Knights of Guinevere pilot? Arctic? We love cinnamon roll characters. It's so good, dude. It's on Glitch. It's by the same people. It's by the same YouTube channel that did the Amazing Digital Circus. We'll see it ASAP. So good. It's by the showrunner of the Owl House. Glitch DM'd her on Twitter. Is like, hey, do you want to make a show and do whatever you want? She said, tell me more. That's what the show is. Only the pilot's out. Favorite character of all time? That's hard. I don't know. I don't know. I really like Vi from Arcane. But favorite of all time? I like Ellie. But I also really like Link. I feel like Link's like my oldest hyperfixation. I guess Link would be like the longest, because I've been into Zelda since Twilight Princess. You like Vi because you're punching the air wishing you were huh? Yeah. I wish I was that buff. Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I collect. That's one of the things I collect consistently for is Legend of Zelda stuff. Yeah, I would probably say Link. I love the headcanon of Transmask Link. I think that's fun. Yeah, I don't know. Other than, like, I like Link, I like Ellie, I like Karlach, Sora, Harley Quinn is a fun one. Caitlin's so bad. I can see the appeal. Caitlyn falls under the too skinny camp for me. She's too thin. Great voice. Love her voice. Very pretty face. Too thin. I feel like she'll blow away in the wind. It's not fully her fault. She's like fucking 6 foot tall. Mac and cheese. Nice. Yeah, I like Karlach. I'm a sucker for a good British accent, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm upset we never saw Twitch in Arcane. He'll probably be in the Noxus show. Or is he from Zon? Like her in Arcane, but hate her in League. Apparently, in League, she's like 10 years older than Vi. She's like a lot older than Vi. Apparently, Vi is a cougar hunter. I doubt it. He's from Zon. Ah, I see. Yeah, probably not then. Yeah, there's a couple characters from Zon that weren't in the show. Yeah, I've never played League either. As Vi should be. Funny. Yeah, I'm into older women, which is difficult because I'm slowly becoming the older woman. It's a hard thing to accept. I guess I like women my age now. No, I think I'd still date a 40-year-old. I'd be down. I'd be down to clown. A lot we're missing. Jesus, what are you saying? You're judging me being a 31-year-old wanting to date a 40-year-old? I don't think that's bad. We are both are free. Both are free. I can't speak. Our brains are fully developed, okay? Nine years is a bit big. I think once you're over 25, you can date whoever the hell you want. If both of you are over the age of 25, I don't give a shit anymore. It is a 9-year gap long, yes. I don't think I'd marry someone who's older, that much older than me, but I'd definitely smash. 5. Yeah, I think 5's a good sweet spot for a long-term relationship. Oh my god, Pumpkin, I can't with you. Like older women because I have trouble telling if some girls are in college or high school. Yeah, I would stick with older women then. Older women know how to cuddle. Lol. The older you get, the more you'll see a college kid is too young. Your brain will like adjust. It's very weird. Like if I see a high schooler, my brain immediately thinks that is a baby. Like it's so hard to describe. Your brain just changes with time. Yeah, I've always dated, I think too, I've always dated older. I don't think I've ever dated someone younger than me. It's always been at least 2 years older. No, I dated someone who was a year older than me, actually. I don't think I've dated anyone younger though. No, I haven't. I think that's a very woman thing though. I think we're kind of conditioned to want people older than us by default. Yeah, cut off the thing with that is you just gotta pad out your stats, for lack of a better term. Just focus on yourself and keep improving in different ways. Yeah. No, like, again, if you have people who are like, if you're struggling finding people who are interested, a lot of people aren't interested in dating right now, to be fair. Pat out your stats, fucking nerd. Listen, I'm talking to the gamers, alright? I'm explaining in ways that make sense. You gotta pat out your stats, bro. I feel like people don't find you appealing. You gotta work on your speech skill. You gotta work on your strength stats. You gotta work on your intelligence stats, alright? Slowly pump them up, right? I'm not saying go overnight plus 10 stats, alright? You gotta slowly get those numbers up, though. It's weird how sometimes when you hear it in a different way, your brain clicks. You need to lose some weight? You're over encumbered. That's all. We gotta work on getting those over encumbered stats down. That's it. Either we're pumping up our strength so we can handle it more, or we lower the weight. That's it. Yeah, just stats, man. Dating RL is the hardest dating step. Sure, that's the reason, not because you're the gamer nerd yourself. True. I don't need weight loss and strength, I need intelligence and charisma. There you go. Work on your intelligence and your charisma. I definitely think I used to be very socially awkward when I first started streaming. Streaming has helped me immensely in terms of like being able to talk to people. 100%. All things you do are skills. Everything. Except for like fucking breathing. And even then you can improve your breathing rate by exercise. So everything can be improved upon. This is whether or not you're satisfied with something or if you want to improve it. Thing is, I want a gamer nerd girl, but we're both just inside. How the fuck am I gonna find one? Well, dating apps and conventions. You just have to be respectful. I don't think a lot of women will like, don't approach me, right? There's gonna be people out there who do want to get approached. You just have to be respectful, and when you get, you know, inevitably rejected, because life is rejection. That's just, it is what it is. You don't take it personally and you move on. That's all. That's like, relationships are inherently a risk. You're risking either getting hurt or rejected. That's just any, even non-romantic relationships. You could have a fallout with a friend. That's just how it works. In order to have a chance at having a good relationship, you need to risk the pitfalls of one. No conventions near me. There are gamer bars too. They win my heart to say, you want to go to a roller coaster ride with me? There's gotta be people who are super into, there's gotta be a lady out there who's super into roller coasters. I'm just good to talk to people face to face. Exposure therapy. You just gotta slowly get comfortable with the discomfort. And I'm not saying dive into the deep end. I'm not saying going on like a blind dating place, but I don't want to go to a gamer bar. Are you kidding me? And some people are into that. Want to sit at home. I know, but no one's gonna swoop you off your feet when you're on your couch. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're like willing to try online dating. Debating me getting a dating app for a theme park enthusiast. The single riders. Oh my god. Nerd. It's funny though. Gamer bar is actually pretty cool. Yeah, the gamer bar I went to was good. People are pretty chill. You gotta have a decent riz where you go up, ask them when they say no. Scream, please, please. Just start sobbing. Jesus. I'm pretty sure there's already theme park dating apps. I know there's a Disney one. Again, it's kind of weird to be honest, but Disney adults are weird. Yeah, I agree. There are Disney dating apps. There's more than one, unfortunately. They're websites, not apps, I don't think. There's at least 2 I've heard of from, someone did a video essay on it. Hold up. Yes, there are 2 Disney dating sites that I've heard of. A bit of a Disney adult. I think there's a difference between being someone who likes Disney and being a Disney adult. I think you legitimately, I think you can watch Disney movies every day and not be a Disney adult. There's a very unique, there's a unique thing, like set of things you need to do to be a Disney adult, I think. Just watching Disney, it doesn't make you a Disney adult. Weirdly enough. Scooby-Doo adult. I love Scooby-Doo. I think Disney adults they make it the majority of their personality. I think that's the crux of it. They have a bunch of ears, and a lot of the stuff they wear is Disney themed or Marvel themed. They go to the parks on a regular basis. I think those are like things that more so make you a Disney adult. Or your entire social media presence revolves around it. There's a certain level of obsession, I think, that is associated with it. Some can be cute. Yeah, again, a lot of people are Disney fans. Like, they're casual Disney fans. They'll watch, like, my a friend of mine watches Disney movies on a regular, but then I wouldn't consider them a Disney adult. There's a level of like a lot. I do think a lot of Disney adults have like some unresolved issues that they're coping with Disney. Like the grown adults who cry when they meet princesses. That's someone who's been traumatized in some way. That's not a normal response. And I kind of feel bad when people make fun of them. They're either really neurodivergent or they're like really traumatized. I don't think that's normal. Like functioning people don't do that. When people shit on them, it kind of bums me out. Like, yeah, is it cringe and weird? Yeah, but that's not normal. Plus size park hoppers. They don't bother, like, people being overweight doesn't bother me. I think people overly focus on other people's weight. Like, they made their whole thing about their plus size people and they are in the parks. So I'm sure there are people who genuinely get help from that. They're bigger people who are willing to be a little bit embarrassed to help other people. I think that's fine. I don't think they should get shit on nearly as much as they do. I think some people look for any excuse to shit on people, and unfortunately being fat is something that is socially acceptable to shit on. They're already struggling, dude. You can tell they're struggling to move around. You don't need to add to it. They know they're big. Ah, whoop. Ruffle shovel. Ruffle shovel. Oh, like when you kind of have to get on the red sideways? Is that what it is? I don't know, man. They're already big. Like, again, they already kind of get shit on in society. I'm not gonna add to that. It's not like they're hospitalized for their weight and still eating fast food. And even then, those people are clearly food addicts. I don't get shitting on people who are already kind of struggling, personally. Like, if someone's, like, addicted to shit, or someone having a mental breakdown, like, maybe because I've seen people who have severe mental illness, I don't understand shitting on them. They're already, like, they're already struggling. Y'all know too much slang for me. Yeah, man. I don't know. Life's too short. Focusing on things that upset you or trigger you is kind of... I find it to be a waste of time. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Like I said, tomorrow I'll be back. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try to stream on time. But tomorrow will be Hades 2, because that launches fully tomorrow. Only thing that's especially when people want to leave before closing. Yeah, but you just want to get the full experience. Oh yeah, Pumpkin, you go. The problem is, Pumpkin, you touch grass. That's why they're not fully caught up on lingo. This is chronically online shit. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably gonna start over in Hades too. I got some progress on the beta, but I kind of want to start over. Going outside, cringe. Cringe. Chat, it's officially autumn. I hope you're enjoying your 90-degree autumn weather. Yeah, the leaves haven't fallen for some reason. Alright, chat. I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Later.